welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Monday, September 2nd. Been busy this morning, got a new day in the life of a reseller vlog posted. I also did another house hunting with Brian video. Today we checked out three properties in Arizona, three big properties out there in sunny Arizona. So if you want to see some properties that you could potentially invest in out there in sunny Arizona, maybe as a snowbird somewhere down the line, you can check out that video and see what Arizona has to offer. We searched by square footage and we found some fun ones, kind of commercial live work type properties that you could invest in for under $350,000. So there's some stuff out there. I also did another what sold video. Today we looked at fountain pens, you know, those fancy pens you can buy. I guess the market is pretty hot. Vintage fountain pens can sell for quite a bit of money. We counted down the top 5 selling pens and you won't believe how much some of those pens are selling for. Let me give you a quick look at the thumbnail I created for that video so that you can find it. Here's a look at the thumbnail for that one. As you can see, it says the top selling fountain pens sold recently on eBay. And there's a good look at a fountain pen writing on some paper. Pretty cool. So of course, with 3 long form content videos going up on the channel, there's been a lot of action, a lot of new subscribers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the analytics for the YouTube channel and see how things are going. If you look at channel analytics here, it says your channel got 97,222 views the last 28 days. Watch time is up to 894 hours. You see the chart down here. We've been showing you this every day, giving you a look. We had that huge spike when that one short took off on the quinceanera dresses. We dropped off from there, but we're up subscribers today significantly. I think up 8 or 10. There's 652 subscribers. So we're well on our way to 1,000. Thank you everybody for subscribing. And you can see down here that quinceanera video dropped off of the chart here the last 48 hours. But we did have some shorts also getting some decent views that we posted this morning. We're at 11,829 views the last 48 hours. So I'm continuing to use the combination of both long form and short form content in order to grow the channel. It seems to be working. We're going to continue with that throughout September. Hopefully we'll get closer to that 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. The plan is to try to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours before Christmas. That's the goal. But I'm not sure if we're gonna make that, but that's the goal we've set for ourselves, or I've set for myself. So we'll see how much we can accomplish between now and then, and if we can actually make that happen. I think that that 1,000 subscribers is a potential, but that 4,000 hours, that's going to be the tough part. If you look at this chart here, it kind of shows you the blue there is the amount of subscribers on top and the amount of public watch hours on the bottom. So we got to get to 1,000 and 4,000. We're currently sitting at 652 and 2,282. So we got a long ways to go still, but we've been making some significant progress the last few months. So now that I'm giving you a good update on YouTube, let me give you a look at the chart for 365 days. I don't show this chart very often. I usually stick with the 28 days, but this is kind of interesting to take a look at to see how things really took off once I started posting shorts. It's pretty interesting. So here's the chart. As you can see there, September, November, January, we had a couple little spikes there. March, April, May, and we had a couple more spikes. And there you see it, May, June, July, August. That's when it really took off. So I think July 20th, my birthday, was the big spike there. We went on a bike ride and that got a lot of action. And then recently we had that quinceanera dress video take off, and you see that second spike there. So sometimes that's all it takes is a little video short to take off and you get a spike in views. And of course, usually that spike in views leads to a spike in subscribers as well, especially with the shorts. You know, the shorts lead to more subscribers. The long form content doesn't usually lead to a lot of subscribers, at least it hasn't yet for me. But I am kind of putting out the same kind of content day after day. The reselling, the housing, and the what sold videos. That's what I've been doing as of late. And you guys have been watching them, but none of them are really taken off the way some of those shorts have. and we're getting, you know, 20 to 100 views on the long form content, whereas that short the other day took off and got 4,000 views. So that's a big difference. So when you say 4,000 views, it sounds like a lot, but you know, since it's a short, it's like a minute, so they're probably only watching like 16 seconds, I think was the average watch time before they stop watching it. So not a lot of time in front of the screen for those, you know, since they are just a minute long, sometimes less. People just click off them so quickly. Even when there's 4,000 people watching them, it doesn't add up to a whole lot of watch time. So we got to kind of really rely on that long form content in order to rack up those hours. So that's what I've been focusing on, trying to get you guys to watch a little bit longer, you know, trying to put out multiple long form videos that would really rack up those hours. So there's strategy to it all, and hopefully we're making progress that'll get us where we want to be before Christmas. But we'll have to wait and see. Will we get that big Christmas present? Will the channel be monetized before Christmas? I don't know. You guys will have to tune in and find out. Now, since we have so many new subscribers, and I've just given a lengthy description of how the YouTube channel is going, I might as well reintroduce myself to you new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Brian Kingsbury. I'm a full-time reseller. I've got 2 eBay stores, one with 4,000 items, one with just shy of 2,000 items. So we got about 6,000 items listed online, and this channel kind of details the ins and outs of my business. We detail the ins and outs of those 2 stores. I show you guys what we're listing. I show you what we're buying. Of course, I show you what sold. And today we're going to get into what sold out of the big store. I packed everything up already. Got an early start on things, and since it is a holiday today and the post office is not open, I didn't bother going in town to dropping things off. I'll probably just do that tomorrow. We got a nice tote full of the weekend orders and anything that's come in today. So we're continuing to just pack things up and stack orders, and we'll drop those off tomorrow. But let me give you a quick look at what sold out of the big store today. So this weekend we had a lot of hats selling. We had this Oakley hat sell for $30.52. We also had this racing hat, this Ford Racing NASCAR hat sold for $27.07. And also we had this Titleist hat sell for $20.53. I took a best offer on that one. And those hat sales continued today. We had another big hat sale, so something must have really got in the algorithm that put a lot of these hats in front of new eyes and got some sales. I did buy a lot of hats last few months and listed those up. Was buying hat lots, got them all listed, and we've been making steady sales. But some of the high-end hats sometimes take a little bit longer for them to sell, so nice to see those finally selling and making some good profit on each one of those sales. Here's a look at another one that sold today. Well, this one was for a lot of 2 black hats, Swing Master Golf baseball hats, sold for $41.96. Let me give you a closer look at these. There they are. We had 2 of the same hats, kind of same design, just one in white coloring and one in red. And so I paired them up there. It was a lot of 2 black Swing Master Golf baseball hats, snapback, one size fits all. And they sold internationally, so that's why it was so much money, 41 and change, I think it was. And there's the logo, Golf Innovations Inc. So some sort of promotional hat. Swing Master might be the name of a club. I'm not really sure. Instructional type of hat. So there they are. Nice looking hats. Look like, you know, they were just promo hats. Probably never really worn. Maybe once or twice on the course, and one in red and one in white. So nice looking hats with the green bills on the underside and in great condition snapbacks. There you see them sold. I also had a couple more items, a pair of pants and a t-shirt sold. Let me show you those. For $16 we sold these black flat front dress pants. They're size 20W, 44-inch waist by 32-inch inseam women's slacks by Tracy Evans. Now these have been in the store quite some time, so I'm glad to see these go. Big pants, 44 by 32, and they're in good condition. Just took a while to sell. I think I might have repriced these and lowered the price and added shipping on these, and that led to the sale. I did that with quite a few items a few months back. Tracy Evans limited 20W, so sometimes that's what you have to do in order to make the sale. Just adjust it a little bit, lower the price, and add calculated shipping. That's what I did on these, and it led to the sale. The other item that sold was this. It sold for $11.46. It's a large Glacier athletic gray polyester spandex t-shirt top, short sleeve. So just a basic tee. I got these at Goodwill for $1.99. I think I was buying t-shirts and I found these nice Glacier tees. I listed them as auctions a few months back rather. Glacier performance tees, size large. There you see it, just a basic gray athletic t-shirt, the poly spandex blend. So a lot of those were listed as auctions when I was doing that loss leader pricing strategy. In order to get people into my shop, I was putting auctions out there at just $1.97. And I think a lot of these basic tees were part of that little experiment that I did. It did drive quite a few new buyers into the store, but I think, you know, they were just selling so cheap. I decided to go away from that this month, in August rather, and we've relisted that stuff as fixed price listings, and some of those have started to sell a little bit at a higher price point. When you relist them as fixed price, you know, they could have got them at $197 when they're initially listed, but they just didn't get the attention they needed as auctions. A lot of those auctions went unsold, which was a shame. I think eBay just really needs to do better with those auctions. You know, we were throwing those up at $197 to get people into the store, and they're just not finding them. I think they're just pushing promoted listings and advertising. You know, they want you to advertise, they want you to spend more money to get more eyes into your shop. And it used to be that you rely on those auctions to get eyes into your shop, but it's no longer the case. You got to either have high quality, high demand inventory that people will be searching for without, you know, extra help, or you got to pay to play kind of thing. You got to either use higher promoted listings or run ads, which is what they've been promoting a lot. You'll see that on your seller hub now. Right in the middle of everything is a little ad there to run ads. They want you to spend more money, and it's just not the way that they should be dealing with their lack of sales online, in my opinion. But that's what they're choosing to do, and you know, in the bottom line, it appears to be working. You know, people are forced to spend that money in order to get the eyes on their inventory and get their stuff sold. So you know, eBay kind of is just strong-arming people to spend that money, and it's not really a good long-term plan, in my opinion. You know, but who knows, they might not be around forever, you know, with Amazon kind of holding the market share of things in this online marketplace. eBay might go by the wayside. You know, there's a lot of new platforms popping up, and if they can't compete with those, then they're going to be in trouble. It seems like, you know, they're just doing enough to compete. You know, StockX kind of came on in the marketplace and took over the high-end sneaker sales. And eBay, you know, kind of just did enough. They offered, you know, free shipping when on orders of high-end shoes over $100. They made that deal with FedEx. They provide you with that authenticity guarantee with those high-end sneakers, which, you know, is what people want. You know, they don't want these fakes online, and you know, they kind of just did enough to compete with StockX so they wouldn't take over. You know, they were kind of strong-arming them as well. And they did enough to compete, and I don't think that they want to, you know, continue to do that. They can't just compete. They gotta, you know, kind of fight back against these new platforms that are coming up. And I think the same thing is really happening with Whatnot. You know, Whatnot has come on, and the auction market over there is booming. You know, a lot of resellers are going over there and selling auctions again. You know, they're going back to the old way, the way they used to be on eBay, and they're really thriving in that and enjoying that, you know, moving their inventory quick, so instead of, you know, sitting on it for a year before it sells like it does on eBay. So, you know, sure, you got this saturated market over here on eBay, but it doesn't mean that they can't change things a little in order to compete with the StockX's and the Whatnots, and even Amazon. You know, Amazon has that quick delivery system as well. So eBay's got to do the little things in order to compete with these, or else there may be a marketplace that goes away. So that's the way it is in this cutthroat business sometimes. So I have been able to list a few items up into the big store today. I got a nice batch of stuff photographed. I finished listing the stuff that I photographed prior. photographed another 10 items, and I've begun listing those as well. Let me give you a quick look at the last 8 listings to go up into the big store. So here's a look at the last 8 listings. I've been grabbing a lot of these pants and jeans and work pants and pajama pants. There you see kind of some hunting style pants, and then there's those work pants we're talking about. Those are the Rigs by Wrangler. Over here we into the jeans, the Levi's 511s. And then we got some pajama shorts. Those are the Cookie Monster on them. So kind of some ladies shorts with the Cookie Monster. Up here we got a nice pair of capris. They have a little issue with them, but I priced them ready to go at $4.97. And then we have a couple more pair of jeans. This pair is a Levi's 559, priced at $19.97. And then here's a pair of Steve's jeans. We priced those a little bit cheaper since they're not a brand name that's as recognized, $14.97. And finally, here's the last one I listed, a pair of athletic gym pants, kind of tights, for $9.97. So we're getting some pants and some shorts and athletic pants, capris, all that stuff got listed. Prior to that, we got a few dress pants there, another pair of kids athletic pants, some more pajama pants, and we did a couple skirts here. So we're getting all over the different categories. Another pair of skirt here, and then 3 sweaters. So we did quite a different variety of things into the big store recently. So sometimes that's a good strategy, is to kind of try to list single items into different categories. You know, sometimes you can list a lot faster if you're listing all in the same category, but you know, I like to grab off a stack, since I have several stacks of different types of items, and just grab a little off of each. Photograph 10 items and list away one at a time into those different categories. That way you're touching different categories that people are searching for. It's not all in the same niche. You know, I could list 10 pair of jeans all at one time, but we chose to kind of break it up, throw some pajama pants, throw some pajama shorts in there, you know, throw some dress pants, maybe some work jeans, and you know, keep the variety going so that more eyes will get on the inventory. So it's almost 8 o'clock now. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep listing. I got a stack here that I photographed already. I'm just gonna keep listing that stuff. Maybe do a few more shorts up into the shorts section on YouTube as well, to try to keep some content going up, keep some new eBay listings going up, and just do a little work the next hour before we end this day in the life of a reseller. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this look, this little update on YouTube, this little update on eBay, let you know how things are going. We got things packed up. I did pack up a few out of the small store as well this morning, but I'll spare you the details on that. Just added those to the tote, and I'll drop all that off at the post office tomorrow. So I think I'm going to end this day in the life of a reseller vlog now. I want to thank everybody for watching this one to the very end. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.